What would you do if you found a life-changing glitch in an ATM machine that made you able to pull out infinite money out of it? Would you go against what's morally right and take the money? Or would you go with your morals and not take the money so you don't get caught by the cops or lose everything? This is a hypothetical situation, maybe asked by a friend that actually happened to someone. His name's Dan Saunders. So let's transfer to our 3 points about his story. The first point is how Dan found this glitch. The second point is what Dan did when he found the glitch. And the third point is what happened to him after he found the glitch or after he was caught. So, according to Charlie Herbert, he found the glitch when he was at the bar and he was running out of money, so he decided to pull more out of an ATM machine. Oddly enough, when he tried to pull the money out, or when he saw the screen, it didn't show his balance, which is really odd because it usually does. So when he tried to pull money out of his credit account and put it, like, get the money, oddly enough, it said transaction canceled and then $200 spit out of the ATM. This was a really odd experience. So he kept pulling out more and more money out of his credit account until he pulled out $2,000. This was a really odd experience that didn't happen like ever. So, and he figured out that from 1 to 3 a.m., the the ATM disconnects from the bank, allowing him to pull as much money as he wants as possible. So, according to Jack Dunn, once he figured this out, he just the first thing he did was start partying all the time. He Because he had unlimited money, he could do whatever he wanted. So he started partying with very rich people, and he started traveling the world. And he was very charitable about his money. He gave his money to like his friends, his family. He gave his girlfriend $1,000. He paid for a lot of friends' college tuitions, and he kept paying for beers for people in his local pub. This didn't come without consequences, though. He became very paranoid. He was very scared. He had like dreams of getting caught by SWAT breaking his door down. He got fired from his bartending job. He was just a ticking bomb ready to explode at any moment. So, according to James Liveris, he just couldn't keep with the day to day adrenaline he was getting, and he decided enough was enough and not to repay his debt. So he was about $1 million in debt. It was really bad, and his bank was going crazy, calling him on the phone, and the bank was calling him on the phone, and they were like, "We know what you did. It's a police matter now." So once he was waiting for the police to come to the store, he kept waiting and waiting and waiting until 3 years went by, and still no police. So he became paranoid again. He was super scared. So he decided enough was enough. I'm going to go to the press with this and tell my story. So once he told the press his story, um, once he told the press his story, the uh, the police finally came knocking on his door, and he got 111 offenses charged against him. Oddly, oddly enough, the police were never called when the bank told him that they knew what he was doing. Some people believe this is because the negative press they would get if people around them learned that this guy was taking $1 million from them just because of a glitch. So he spent a year in jail. Once he got out, he just went back to his bartending job, and he lived the rest of his life normally. So to recap, we discussed how did he find this glitch, what Dan did when he found the glitch, and what happened to him after he found the glitch. So let me ask you again: would you take the infinite amount of money if you had this life-changing glitch and discover things around the world with all your money, or would you keep living your normal life without taking the glitch? Once we saw Dan Saunders' story, we learned about the negatives and positives about taking the money.